All right, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome back to another episode of Antonicus Aurelius Motivates, my channel. And I'm glad to be back with y'all once again. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday today, right? It's another day, and we finally made it to the end of the week. And I'm happy to be looking forward to the weekend. I hope y'all are all having a good Friday today or this morning. Anyway, we're about to go ahead and get into this video like we normally do over here. And y'all already know what we do every morning here. We do my walk and talk thing, and I just do this every morning with a topic of the day every day. And then after, I do the topic, then I get out, I do my walk and talk thing. We have a discussion over the topic. I tell you how I feel about it. I break it down for you. And then, of course, all of you who have already know about all this, who've already been with me, that after that, if anyone would like to leave any positive feedback in the comment section below, I appreciate it. I appreciate it if you like my video. I also thank you if you are new here. Welcome, and click that subscribe button, and also ring the bell so you can be notified every time when I drop a new video. Okay, so with all that being said, now that we got that out the way, I always just kind of give a little introduction, and I introduce myself to y'all. Okay, so I'm Antonicus Aurelius. This is Antonicus Aurelius Motivates, my channel here. And everything that we do over here is positive vibes, uplifting and encouraging videos for those of you who may be going through your own, personal battles, struggles, hardships, difficulties, all of that, whatever you facing, I'm here for you, all right? And also, I'm here for any of you who may feel left out, abandoned, lost, or forgotten. Just know that you never are abandoned. God is always with you, and I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So welcome. If you came here and you feel that way, you are welcome here. Also, this is for whoever of you who, you may just be seeking to improve yourself, self-improvement, and all of that. I'm here for you as well. Any of you who are seeking to improve yourselves, reach for your own personal goals, just make yourself into a better person. I'm here for you as well, all right? All right, so with that being said, y'all already know, those of you who have been with me, that every time before I start the video or the topic of the day, I just share my testimony of what I've survived. And this is for any people who may be coming in new to my channel here. For those of you who have already been with me, y'all already know all of this, but I just always have to share it for whoever may be coming in new and who don't know nothing about me or know nothing about what I've lived through. Okay, so here where I live in South Carolina, I have lived through pure hell, man. Pure hell. And I'm living right now, even still in it, and I'm still living here. And so I came to tell about it, and I'm telling about it every day here on my channel. Because the things that was done to me was pure evil by wicked and evil people, man. And they must pay for what they did to me. But anyway, what happened was they tried to stop my entire income, tried to block my income, bring me down to $0.00 in my bank account. They played games with me, manipulation games with me, and did all kind of evil stuff to me. They weaponized the Babylon system against me. and the business license department and all of that. They came after me, tried to destroy my entire life. And I know the reason why most of this happened, man. I know the reason why this happened to me. It happened to me because of who I am, and also because of my Christian rap and what I did for Christ's money. And I've did this since back in 2013. But it took me a long time to realize and understand, to fully understand what was going on in my life, until I remembered who I was and what I came here to do, So after that, I kind of understood more about what was going on and why all these things was happening to me in my life. And I realized that, it was the enemy who was responsible for all of this in my life, Satan. But also, on September 25th, 2024, my house got all shot up in a drive-by shooting. And I've told this story as well to those of you who already know this. They shot my house up. I don't even know who it was still to this day. It's going on 10 months now in July. They still have not been caught. So to me, that tells me that it was all covered up. It was all covered up. Because how can people come down my street and unload a whole clip at 11:30 in the evening and put bullet holes all in my mom's bedroom walls and all in my hallway walls and make me dive bomb in my hallway? And I was afraid for my life, literally. And so was she. She screamed bloody murder. And we had to call the police and everything. And they came, and I was up all night with them with the whole thing. How did he come in and do all this and then just get away with that? No, man. And it terrified us. So they've terrorized, tormented, and traumatized my entire life here. And still to this day, no one has been apprehended who did that to us. And then the very next night, we had to go through a storm, Hurricane Helene, and there was tornado warnings going all off on our phones. And so we didn't sleep for 2 whole nights in a row, man, because of this. And so it really affected me mentally and emotionally, and it's still affecting me even now, man. But I'm praying every day for justice, that whole thing comes to light about everything that happened in the dark, because it should have never happened, in my opinion. And I mean, to me, it was just the climax of everything else that's been going on to me for so long, before, all of this happened. And I think it was just like the climax of everything. It was their last ditch effort to try to do what they did to me. But anyway, to try to take us out, to try to kill us. Anyway, so that's what I survived. So that gave me a deeper appreciation for my life. And after I lived through that, like every day that I'm still alive, that I'm still here, that I'm still breathing, I have a much deeper appreciation for my life and gratitude for my life and for my mother's life and for everything. And so that just made me want to do these videos more, and also as a way to help others in need to know to never give up, because I'm still not giving up, even in the midst of all this, what's going on to me. So I'm here for all of y'all who, you may be going through real difficult stuff. That's what I'm here for. And I'm here also doing this pretty much really as a way for myself to heal from everything that happened, and also as a way for me just to motivate myself, encourage myself. So I came here to do this as an encouragement thing. Really, it's how it all started out. It was just a thing for me to encourage my own self. But if I encourage some others as well along the way, then that's what it's all about. So this is not about me, man. This whole thing is about y'all and whoever's here with me. So with all that being said, I guess without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this topic today. And so the topic today is gonna be on, it was all a setup. Everything was a setup. The whole thing all along was a setup. And so we're about to go ahead and get into this. They smiled in your face and acted real nice, but behind the scenes, they was, let's get them, let's get them, let's get them. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into this right now. All right, so like I said, man, it was all a setup, man. The whole thing was a setup. But you finally understood and realized what was going on. But for so long, you didn't know. And what it was a setup. They saw your greatness. You know what I mean? Many of these people, and there's people out here, man, daggone. But anyway, we're going to keep on rolling like we normally do, We're just going to keep rolling with the video. Yeah, so like I was saying, they saw your greatness, right? But they refused. Well, really what it is they saw your greatness, and it kind of intimidated them. Or it did intimidate them. And it probably made them feel less. So they refused to give you your props. And not only did they refuse to give you your props, they started trying to do things towards you to, like, ruin your reputation, tell lies on you, mess you up, and all of that. And they went behind your back and did all types of things that you didn't know about. And yeah, so it was like, it was all a setup. And there was probably multiple people involved in this with you who was doing this to you, but you didn't know it. You was just living your everyday life. And like you was probably, like, many of you might have been in like a low vibrational state also as well when this was happening, which is another reason why they was able to do a lot of things to you and get away with it that they did. But they have not really gotten away with it. I mean, the whole time, that what they don't understand is that everything that they was trying to do to stop you, they was messing with with God's plan for you and what they was doing. And so they was fighting a losing battle the whole time. That's what they didn't understand. And so that's the reason why, like, you saw through most of the setups. All of those things that you were, where they was trying to trap you, all those traps that they tried to put you in, you saw through it. You knew that it was, you knew what they was trying to do. It really wasn't you who knew what they was trying to do. It was your guardian angels and your and the Most High who was helping you to navigate your way through a lot of these things that happen, to keep you protected and safe, even when you didn't even know you was in danger. But that's what helped you to navigate your way out of a lot of the situations that you was in or that you got yourself into. And that's the reason why you're still here to this day doing what you're doing, and why everything that they tried to do to you failed. But behind the scenes they was plotting and scheming, and you never knew it. You never knew, you never really knew what they was doing. I mean, you was mostly just focused on your work or whatever you was just whatever you was doing to make progress, or whatever you was doing to be content and happy. You was just focused on that. You wasn't focused on none of them. But the whole time you didn't even know they was behind the scenes. They was doing things that you didn't know nothing about. And now you know. It's almost like it's just being all revealed to you now after everything that happened, and you're coming to understand that. You're coming to understand that more fully now. Yeah, you're becoming to understand that more fully now. And so, like, you know, these people, they were only there to do things to you that was against you, and they were intimidated. They were intimidated, so they never would give you your props. Like, even though you put in a lot of work and you did what you did for positivity and everything like that, they refused to give you your props, because they know that if they did that, then they would have to acknowledge where their insecurities were or what was wrong with them. And so that's the main reason why a lot of these people refuse to give you your props. And so the whole thing was just like a setup, man. It was like the whole thing was a setup, and it was just, well, really, it was like everything that you did for a lot of these people was a waste of time, because they never cared about you. They never cared about you. So, you know, that's the message for today, man. For real, man. But you don't care. You don't care because none of it worked. None of it worked. God was with you the whole time. God is still with you today. And none of the things that they tried to do to you worked. It all failed. It failed miserably. And now you know exactly what was going on the whole entire time, and why everything happened the way it happened, because you was doing so much. Like, you was working circles around most of these people. And then you was putting in all kind of studio time and stuff like that when you was doing your talent or your gift. And like, I put out 5 albums, man. I Give God the Glory 1, 2, and 3, Forever Volume 1 and 2. And it was like, all of this is just like, it's like working and working and working and working, man, working myself to death for people who can't appreciate it, or who would never respect it. So now it's like, I'm just done, man. You know, I'm done. I'm done with the and really I'm done with the whole matrix, man. You know, the whole illusion. I'm done with it, man. I'm doing what I'm doing every day out here, and this is one of my new things right here. What I'm doing with these walking talks with y'all, just to kind of keep giving y'all encouragement, man. That, like, whatever you're doing for positivity and change, if people is just trying to, like, knock you for that or stop you for that, don't ever stop doing it. Still continuing on to do what you're doing. You know, like, even if you got to find other things to do or switch things up or whatever you got to do, man. And forget about whatever they try to do, because it's all gonna fail as long as you got God with you. Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, man. And it never did, and it never will. And I'm still working my way out of this whole thing, man. And I know I'm gonna make it up out of here and out of this situation, because my faith and everything and my belief. I truly believe. I know that with God all things are possible. His word says it in Romans 8:31. If God is for you, who can be against you? You know, and Psalm 149:4, he gives me the victory. 1 Corinthians 15:57, we have victory through him. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, man. So I just leave all this with you today, man. And that's what it was, man. It was all a setup the whole time. And even the authorities was probably involved in it, or I'm sure of it. Because look at everything that's happened, the way it's happened, and with my story. I'm proof of it. I'm the proof. So anyway, till the next video, thank y'all for being with me today on this walk and talk. Till the next one. Peace.